Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are going to see how this full moon is impacting all of us. So yesterday we had a full moon in Leo on February 12th. Normally I'll do my full moon videos the day of, the day before, just to give you guys time to see how this could impact you and get your rituals together, all that. But I'll be honest, it wasn't my intention to wait to do the reading, but I kind of was just doing my own thing. The day of the full moon, where I'm at, it snowed, which was really nice and symbolic. We've got nice clear white snow outside. I deep cleaned my apartment. So I had my own little ritual going, and I kind of like doing it like that sometimes because I feel like it gives you guys the autonomy to decide how the full moon will impact you and how you want to respond to it and the rituals you want to do. Not to say that I'm not going to provide a ritual, and I do that in my newsletter. So if you're not aware, definitely sign up for my newsletter to get rituals, fun things like that. But I also think part of the spiritual journey is honoring what feels right for you, what you feel guided to do, what you feel this full moon is doing for you. So I kind of like giving you guys the time to figure that out without offering something. So yeah, yesterday was definitely a big cleansing day for me, even at work, because I also serve and bartend. It was a very chill day, and I deep cleaned the bar too because it was so slow. So let me know what your day was like yesterday. Did you deep clean something? Did you clear anything? Did you feel any guidance from the full moon? And if you did, please share. Okay. But yesterday was a full moon in Leo. And I'm Aquarius, and Leo is like my sister sign. It's the opposite sign from me. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the full moon in Leo is all about confidence, all about doing things how you want to do them. And again, even more of a reason for me to kind of step back and let you guys figure out what this feels like for you before giving my guidance and interjection. So let's see what's going on for this full moon in Leo that we had yesterday and the guidance that Spirit may have for you. Please and thank you. So we have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough, kind of popping out here. So yeah, it's almost like this full moon is inviting us to have the confidence to believe in ourselves, to do things how we want to do them, to trust ourselves. So let's see what's going on with the full moon in Leo for the collective. Please and thank you. And what I like to do personally is I'll go through my Moonology deck and find the full moon card and see what's around it, just so we can kind of get an idea of the energy surrounding this full moon. Let's see where it's at. Full moon in Leo. Let's see where you're at. Oh, no, not that one. All right, here it is. See, there's full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So that is a significant message with this full moon, letting us all know that no matter what it is we're trying to go towards, trying to steer away from, you are good enough. If it's an idea that pops in your head, it was meant to be there. It was meant to be bestowed upon you from the divine. So trust yourself. Okay. And then we have the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And then full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. I like it. So with don't let pride get in your way, this makes me think of just, understanding you have a mission, you have a motivation, but that doesn't mean that everyone has to be on board with it. And it doesn't mean that just because you have the idea and the mission and the motivation means you're the only one who can help guide yourself that way, right? So to me, with you are good enough, look at the bigger picture surrounding this full moon card. It makes me think that sometimes our pride can make us kind of sell ourselves short, right? And normally people think of pride as somebody being egotistical or like super outrageous or something like that. But sometimes our pride, our ego wants to keep us safe. And they want us to kind of do smaller things or stay a little bit more comfortable before fully going towards something. And this is letting you know that no matter what your ego, your mind, your doubt, your past mistakes, or fear is trying to tell you, you are good enough and you are capable and able to make something happen for yourself. Okay? On the other hand of that, we have look at the bigger picture. Okay, so, maybe your pride isn't keeping you held back, but you have no problem going forward, crossing off boxes, making things happen for yourself. But with looking at the bigger picture, allow yourself to not just see your end goals, but also see how this could impact the collective, what's in everyone's highest good. And this can also show you that, yes, you may move forward and make a mistake, but maybe that mistake is exactly what you need to succeed in the future. I feel like this full moon in Leo is reminding us that we don't know what's going to happen in the future. So don't let that, don't let your goals, your dreams put you in a box, Don't put the blinders on, right? Recognize that you are capable and able, and understand that there's more to this than just you and what you want to do, right? So I feel like this is a beautiful way of just balancing motivation and inspiration, motivating yourself and caring about how it impacts others as well. But let's see. Let's get into it some more. Let's see what the full moon in Leo is really talking about. I'm going to read out of the book a little bit just so we get, oh wait, that's the new moon. Hold on. Just so we get a bigger understanding. Okay. So don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of a big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that is developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. See? Looking at the bigger picture. Thinking of the greater good along with your motivations. Not just being driven by what you want, but think about how this may impact others, or how can you be of greater service to others. And this is also perfect for Aquarius season, because Aquarius is all about the collective. It's all about change and forward movement that will serve all of us, not just Aquarius, but everybody. Alrighty. If you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all your relationships. Attune to the moon. Be magnificent without being plain too much. Additional meanings for this card. Self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed, works of magic. A friendship may be ending now. This makes me think of with the you are good enough. Everyone is equally as important. So sometimes if we don't feel we're good enough or that we're doing enough, we'll project that onto others, right? So you want to make sure you know your worth. You know that you have everything within you, that you are deserving of what it is you want to go towards. Because sometimes when we don't think that, we'll still go towards what we want to go towards, but we'll project that insecurity onto others. And then the teaching. When the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. Beautiful. So yeah, that's a gorgeous little reminder that yes, I am good enough to go towards what I want, and it's not just about me. That selflessness is extremely important, that altruism, that's how we keep the world moving in a positive direction. Gorgeous. Okay, love that. Alrighty, love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I always like to use 2 decks for the new moon, full moon readings. What's this? The King of Swords. Yeah, I okay, so I really like the King of Swords, and I feel like this is a perfect example of this energy. So the King of Swords is someone who is very honest, very truthful. He knows his morals, his values, his ethics. But what's different about the King of Swords from maybe the Queen of Swords is the King of Swords is not going to force his beliefs onto others. And so I think that's that perfect little balance that this full moon in Leo is having us kind of step into, is knowing your truth, knowing what's right for you, but not feeling like you need to push it onto others. You don't need to shout it from the rooftops for it to be true. You know it's true in your heart, and that should be enough, you know? And it also makes me think of like me not doing the reading just yet, not doing the ritual just yet, and letting you guys figure out what is your truth. What do you value for this full moon? Letting you guys have that space to figure that out yourself before I interject. I like it. All right. So let's go ahead and shuffle up the cards and see what else is going on. To me, the glow in the dark deck, which is this deck, makes me think of like the shadow, or what's underneath the surface of the full moon. So let's see what's going on for us, for the collective, for this full moon in Leo. Please and thank you. And if you guys want to sign up for my newsletter, you can go to avianasascension.com, linked down below, to sign up for it. You get a free meditation sent to you as soon as you sign up. But it's just a good way to get discounts, get readings, exclusive content, like rituals, things like that. All right, let's see what's going on. So bottom of the deck, beautiful. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, this is all about, with the Ace of Swords too. This is all about seeing things in a different light, moving with clarity. Sometimes we have to take a little bit of a break in order to recognize what our truth is, what's right for us. But I feel like this full moon offered us the time to sit, reflect, and pause before moving forward in our truth. All right, and we have the Emperor here, Aries energy. So I feel like this clarity, this this like fresh perspective involves maybe work, maybe career. This can involve like your how you handle your authority, your power, or how you handle it being brought onto you. But I just feel like there's a lot of clarity in regards to what you want to go towards, what you want to pour your energy into, your purpose, things like that. We do have the Five of Cups here, the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords. So I feel like there could have been a moment in the past where something didn't end up how you expected with the Five of Cups. There was some sort of disappointment. But that disappointment here has got you questioning your ability to step into a bigger role. All right, you're hesitant, you're a little guarded, and that's because of past pain you've been through. But allow yourself to recognize it's a new day. Endings happen so new beginnings can be brought forward. So allow yourself to follow your heart, follow your intuition, and go towards it. Yeah, don't let the fear of the past hold you back. There could have been situations where people maybe treated you wrong or took advantage of you or felt like they made you think that you weren't good enough, but you don't have to keep that. You don't have to carry that anymore. All right. Let's see what's going on for a week. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages for the collective. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So this full moon in Leo definitely can bring up some childhood memories, some past pain, past trauma, things like that with the Six of Cups. This is all about nostalgia, memories, the old, things like that. And whether or not this could mean someone literally coming back around or just lots of memories coming up, things like that. Okay? But no, especially during the full moon, things come up so they can be cleared, right? You want to be able to address these demons, these shadows, so that way they don't sabotage you in the future, okay? Because we have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands. There was definitely a harsh ending in the past that occurred. There could have been some sort of betrayal or just feeling really defeated about something. And you had to decide for yourself, I'm not going to give this my energy anymore. It's not serving me. It's not making me feel good. Even though it may be hard for me to rip this band aid off, I know it's necessary. And with the Nine of Wands, it tells me that while this may have done a number on you, you didn't let it completely defeat you, but you are still carrying that wound, and that it's like you may not trust people as much, or you may be defensive or just very guarded because of things you've been through in the past. And listen, it happens to all of us. Nobody's perfect. Everybody goes through things and we carry them differently. But just like everyone else has that, we all have the option to choose to carry things differently. Now, how do you do that? Queen of Wands. This is all about bringing your shadow to the light. This is about seeing something, yes, it may have hurt, but choosing to give it a different narrative, choosing to see the gratitude, the lesson, and what you gained from the situation. That's how you reclaim your power. Okay, with the Queen of Wands, she's a master at that. She loves turning the darkness into the light. It's fun for her, it's a game for her. And that's how it can be for you too. Kind of embodying this Queen of Wands energy, that charisma, that warmth, that, you know, just the energy of her is very magical. And that's what you're being asked to do for this full moon in Leo. How can you put magic and light on those dark times that you face? All right, see, yeah, with the Magician, the Three of Swords, the Star card at the bottom of the deck, see how beautiful? In the middle, there's pain, there's heartbreak. But what comes of this is being able to recognize your own capabilities, being able to co create with the universe, feeling at home with the universe. That's what's going to come in for you. And recognize you had to have your heart broken, you had to go through despair in order for that to be able to come in. It's like what Rumi said, the poet. The I don't actually remember the full quote, but it's like the cracks in the heart is where the light shines through, right? All right, let's keep going. Okay, so lots of traveling I'm seeing. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. All of these cards indicate walking away from something, going towards something new. And it's beautiful because the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups specifically talk about walking away from something that was not bringing you fulfillment. Something that was maybe a trauma bond or a toxic cycle that you were struggling to get out of. But now there's some sort of motivation. I keep saying motivation too. There's some sort of motivation, some sort of get up and go where you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to sit back and let my life unfold in a way that doesn't work for me. I'm going to, be the catalyst for the change. Even though that may mean I don't know where I'm going, but I do know I need to get up and go. So I like that. You're feeling very motivated, very inspired, ready to get things going, ready to go towards what you're meant to go towards. There's lots of change, lots of shifts happening. You're being very brave too, so keep being brave. Know that even though you know this is good for you, it's still going to be a little hard. So just have grace for yourself during that time. And remember, you are good enough. Okay, Knight of Cups with the Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So there could be a new relationship forming here, or going towards just people, situations that actually fill your cup, not drain you, not make you feel like you need to be guarded. I like it. I like it. Leaving one thing that is not fulfilling, going towards a whole new thing that does fill your cup. That makes me happy for you. All right. I like this. So we have the Two of Wands here. Of course, a lot of change is happening here. Whether that means some of you guys could literally be moving or traveling, but either way, there's just going to be a lot of change for all of you. Okay. And the Two of Wands talks about, do I stay in my comfort zone or do I go towards a new horizon? You see that this globe is in this man's hand, meaning the world is in your hands, right? You have a whole blank canvas in front of you. So what do you want to paint on? It's your choice. Okay. But for a lot of us, the decision, right, is between the Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay, we saw these at the bottom of the deck. The Page of Swords is a little hesitant. He's unsure. The Page of Cups, he follows his heart. He follows his intuition, his creative spark. So it's like you're asking yourself, am I sure I'm ready? Do I want to follow my heart or do I want to hold back a little bit? You can trust yourself with this. Okay, we have the Strength card here, Leo energy coming in to give us some guidance. With the Strength card, this is a reminder to trust yourself, to allow yourself to have a new beginning, have a new chapter. And even though it's different, even though there may be a part of you, your shadow, your animal self, your ego, that's unsure of this, your higher self, your soul knows that this is what's right. And with the Strength card being here, I love that Leo energy. It's reminding us to be brave, to be confident as we let go of the comforts of the past. Okay? Because look, you got your Three of Swords here again. There's been a big heartbreak, a big disappointment that has really kept you held back, but Leo season is here, or not Leo season. This Leo full moon is here to motivate us, to inspire us to keep moving forward. And with the Star card, the Aquarius energy, this is here to remind us to do so in a way that serves everyone. You know, just because someone may have done you wrong in the past doesn't mean you do them wrong in the future. Because then that's another cycle you're just continuing to repeat. And we're not doing that. So allow yourself to break free from the comforts and go towards a new beginning. Okay? Yes. All right, let's keep it moving and grooving. We're going to get into the Light Seers Tarot now. To me, this is like our light energy, the higher self kind of coming in to give us some more guidance. So let's see what guidance we have for this full moon in Leo. But I'm proud of everybody, seriously. I know it can be really hard to walk away from certain cycles, certain situations, especially when you don't know where you're going. But sometimes all you need to know is that doesn't work. That's enough of an answer for me to keep it moving and grooving. Okay. All right, let's get some more guidance from my friends for this full moon in Leo, please and thank you. I really like how this reading went, and I'm glad I trusted myself and waited to do the reading. And of course, I felt, I was kind of beating myself up about it, but then I was like, just trust yourself. Like, it's fine. That's why I love working for myself and doing the job I do, because it's all intuitive, and that's great. So let's talk about it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers. Beautiful. That's what I'm saying. Some beautiful things are coming through. Long-term stability, generational wealth, love, emotional fulfillment, balance, communication. That's what's coming in for you, okay? But look, we have the Five of Cups. It had to come through after a heartbreak, after a disappointment. So if you're still on the tail end of this, wondering, why did this happen to me? Is everything going to be okay? Yes, it will be okay because you went through that. And that's why I tell people, the narrative you place on something is what determines how heavy of a burden it is on you. You know, obviously when you're in the midst of heartbreak and pain, it's hard to be like, yeah, this is going to be great for me in the future. It's not to say to skip that like feeling part and that devastation part, but don't stay in that, because something beautiful is coming through. Okay? We have the Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. I just see somebody deciding to have a new start for themselves. With that Eight of Wands, that's about action, going out, making a change happen. And with the Three of Pentacles, I see you drawing in beautiful people, your soul tribe, your soul family, people that support you, that are meant to be around you. And you have to understand you had to go through this in order to get to them. You know? Sometimes we got to be shown how we don't want to be treated so we know what kind of people to go towards. Those kinds of people are very important, you know? Kind of think of like if you've ever had a bad relationship or someone treated you poorly, and then that helps you realize, I don't like that. So let me not do that again. You know what I mean? It's important. Or like if you try a food you really don't like, it's important to know so that way, okay, now I can avoid that. Another example, we're just coming up with examples and I'm excited. Whenever I'm allergic to amoxicillin, right? So I didn't know that until I got my wisdom teeth taken out and I took all my antibiotics. So once I was done taking them, the next day I broke out in hives, like all over my body, just severe allergic reaction. Obviously, that wasn't fun while I was going through it, but now I know I'm allergic to amoxicillin. That's important for me to know. You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep it moving and grooving. All right, tell us more about this full moon in Leo. What else do we need to know? I love it. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Wands. I get it. Okay, so let's talk about it. So with the Nine of Wands, this is how we're showing up. Feeling guarded, suspicious, very tired, very kind of run down, but not allowing rest, just in case something pops off. This full moon in Leo is inviting you to have the Seven of Wands approach. Do you see how different this energy is? Both are protected. One is moving with trust, one is moving with ego. That's the difference here. That's what's important. You can be guarded, or not guarded. You can be protected without being guarded, right? Sometimes when I leave my house, I imagine a bubble or white light surrounding me. Before I do my readings, I've got protection little spray. That's me trusting. Now, if it were my ego probably wouldn't even be messing with this. Think of like, people that get scared of spiritual stuff, right? Allow your soul to protect you, not your ego to guard you. Okay. I love that. Because see, the difference in trust and being guarded, look, we've got the Sun card, another Leo card. This is what the universe wants for you. The universe doesn't want you to be guarded because then you can't get your blessings. How are they supposed to reach that? There's a fence in the way, But if you allow yourself to be protected, you still got the Sun there with you. You've still got your light. You're still connecting with your soul and the universe. That's what the difference in approach needs to be. Trust, not guarded. See, look, the moon and the Three of Swords. There's a big thing happening from some sort of heartbreak, some sort of pain, but Six of Swords, we're moving on from that and we're letting spirit guide us. Gorgeous. I love that. Lots of reoccurring cards, repeat cards. I like that. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands here. Again, just deciding, do I stay, do I go? Do I break out of this comfort zone or not? Do I bet on myself or not? Okay. There's a lot of distrust when it comes to that. We have the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords. With two fives, that lets me know there is a lot of change. Fives represent shift, transformation, changes. And of course, we're humans, right? Change is not comfortable for us. That's why we have our ego. That's why we have our brain to try to keep us safe, right? But our souls know that we are here to change. We are here to go through growth and evolution. That's what everything is here to do. So if you try to keep yourself stuck, stagnant because of the discomfort of that, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay? There is a lot of fear surrounding this decision, surrounding this change, this forward movement. You don't have to be so scared. You know what I mean? And sometimes fear is something that motivates us. you know? Let that fear motivate you to become more informed, like for example, if this is you deciding, do I want to move to this new location or not? Well, look up the location, you know, get as much information as you can about the area, and then decide from an educated place if there's something to be scared of or not. You know what I mean? There's a million things, a million scenarios your brain will run through your head to try to see, like, what about this? What about that? What about that? What about that? That's the brain's job. You don't have to hold on to those thoughts, though. You can choose, let me listen to my heart. Or you can choose, okay, if these are all the things I'm worried about, how can I prepare myself? How can I ease those fears? Or how can I use them to motivate me? Maybe you're worried about money. And these are just, examples. Obviously, you aren't all going through the same thing. But say you're worried about money in regards to moving somewhere. Okay, then let's get a savings account going. Let's start a second little hustle, or, DoorDash or Uber or something on the weekend so you have a little extra, you know? Don't let these fears stop you, but allow yourself to really see through them. And if there's something genuine that you really don't feel comfortable with, then what can you do to alleviate that worry? Don't be a passenger to your worries. That's crazy. Come on now. Because yeah, you got the Two of Swords here. There's just too much noise happening and not a lot of clarity. So definitely take a step back and, do some research, do whatever, you make a plan, make a to-do list, pros and cons, whatever you got to do to figure out, to get some clarity in this situation, Yeah, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Chariot. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions about either moving or going towards something new, leaving something behind. But at the end of the day, the greatest way to get clarity on that is to get clear on what matters to you. What does your perfect life look like? Right? Get clear on that first and foremost. And then what choices do you need to make every day so you can go towards that life? You know what I mean? But what you're not going to do is sit here and spend time in your brain just confusing yourself, making yourself anxious. That doesn't serve you. So stop it and find a new approach. You know what I mean? And also ask for help, ask for guidance if you need it. Maybe there's somebody around you who's been through a similar situation, or somebody you really trust. Let them help you. No need to have to find all the answers by yourself. Okay. All right, so we have the Hermit here, Virgo energy. This is all about going within for guidance, listening to your heart, your intuition. There could be a period of isolation, or just, really not socializing or going out too much, because you really need to get to know yourself and spend time with your inner world so you can figure out where to go from here. Because we have the Devil and the Seven of Swords. Yikes, am I right? Capricorn energy with the Devil. But yeah, there could be a person, a situation, this could even be your own mind, that is directing you in a way that is not the best. I have a feeling that this is your mind. I feel like what you need to do is tap into your heart, right? The Hermit's not about sitting and listening to his mind. He's listening to his heart. Okay? And I feel like your mind, see, look, even that is showing me. I feel like your mind is getting the best of you. It's getting you to do things that does not make sense, question things, or even compromise yourself to get something that you want to happen. But don't do that. That's the difference between being guarded and trusting. Don't feel like you got to compromise yourself, or you got to, you know. Tell me more about the Devil and the Seven of Swords. It's the Fool. Man with the Six of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Now is the time to follow your heart, okay? Take the leap of faith. Go towards the new beginning. The Fool is number 0. So this is all a fresh slate, a whole new start. And I feel like the full moon in Leo right now is clearing the negative thoughts, the worry, the anxiety from this new chapter. That's beautiful. Very necessary, very gorgeous. Love it. By September, something very beautiful might be unfolding for a lot of you guys. I'm just noticing the 9 on the Hermit card. But yeah, it's time for a new chapter. Don't let your thoughts get the best of you. Allow your heart to guide you. And remember, you're always protected. Trust in them. Okay. Let's get a few more cards. Gorgeous. So yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups with the Tower. So with the Tower here, I feel like this is you fully deciding, you know what, let me just go towards a new chapter. Let me let go of this path that's not serving me anymore and just start new. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups, that leads to a lot of fulfillment. That leads to a lot of love, a lot of happiness in your life. In the past year or whatever, you're motivated by fear. You're motivated by maybe even ego, overthinking. But you let go of that, transmute that, and allow love, your intuition, the divine to guide you. Yeah, this is a new chapter. This requires you to be brave, to go towards new things. And there could be a lot of fear for that, but know that it's going to work out for you. Tell me more about the Tower here. All right, we have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands. I just feel like this is Spirit saying, like, just go towards what you want to go towards. You know, if you're trying to holler at somebody, holler. You know, if you want a new friend, a new business partner, say something. All right, tell me more about the Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups. All right. Strength card, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It's time to be brave and go towards a new beginning. It's time to trust yourself. It's time to transmute the pain of the past. And let's do it, okay? All right, I'm going to close it out with some oracle messages from the Moonology deck again, just to put a nice little bow on this. But if this resonated for you, let me know with a like, a comment. Definitely subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow. And again, if you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, that will be on my website, which is linked down below. And if you want to get a personal reading or a healing ceremony or know more about that, that's on my website too. All right. Let's close it out. Gorgeous. All right, so we have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Yes, that's that feeling guarded versus feeling protected, right? Obviously, there's different things you can do practically to make yourself feel protected, right? Like not involving yourself with people who don't treat you well, wearing a seatbelt. But you can also do things like imagining white light surrounding you, getting yourself a protection mist, wearing certain bracelets and jewelry, and wearing crystals that make you feel protected. Maybe you can have a mantra or an affirmation you can say. Do things to reclaim your power and not just, it's almost like somebody was like just waiting for the ball to drop instead of being like, okay, well, if this ball does drop, let me put a pillow underneath it, right? Instead, you were just waiting there like, oh my God, I hope this ball doesn't drop. You know what I mean? Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Anything could happen, right? And usually our brains can go, anything could happen. Oh my God, no. Anything could happen. Have fun with that. Let that be a beautiful, magnificent opportunity to create a new world, new life for yourself. All right. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of endings, transformations, realizations. All of that is beautiful, but it doesn't mean that somebody else is the enemy or anything like that. So allow these endings, transformations to be done with love, not with animosity. I always tell people endings do not have to have animosity. A lot of the times as humans, we get attached to things, and say we go through a breakup, we have animosity for the other person because we want to be with them forever. You know what I mean? Nothing lasts forever. So if something has run its course, be grateful, have appreciation for the time, the memories, and just, let it go. Last card here. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? I like it. I feel it. There's going to be a lot of beautiful things coming through because you're learning to co create with the universe. You're learning how to create your own reality and how to shift the narrative of the past so that it doesn't hinder you. Good job. All right. That is your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you next time.